Yo, Divine, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you. One. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the Gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, what is bound with Sharon flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot we well represented. We on that Knicks shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley digging through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No caps, no here's what's on tap. But God, no talking five. And report, keep myself doing the chat. Interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera. There's a picture. Catch and snap back to fit the cat. So we Knicks dripping. It's real, you know, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we run your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. It's Knicks Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Knick drip, dripping and Knick drip. Real Talk. Yo, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? What's good? What's good? Knicks Real Talk, the pregame show. You know how we get down. Knicks, Boston Celtics, game 2, second round at the TD Garden. We about to get it popping. Salute to the chat. Let me bring my partner in crime in here, the other half of the engine that keep the motor running up in this building. Shop Powers, what's good, my man? What's popping?
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Brian, thank you so much. Thanks once again, you know what I mean, for keeping the lights on. Salute to you, Divine. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Woo! On Dias, what's good? John McDonald, Mr. Tito's, Hector Gatson, what's good? Matt Nick fan, let's go, what's good? Daniel, what's good? Jay Chosen, the chosen one is in the building. We in the building. Nick's going to be in the building. We going to TD Garden, ladies and gentlemen, try to get a 2-0 lead up in this joint. This is gonna be lit tonight, just like it was the other night. Knicks went out there the other night, did the damn thing on Monday, got a victory in there. I'm gonna try to go get another one. It won't be easy, but I know we up for the challenge. I'm looking forward to the challenge. This thing gonna be lit, man. Listen, man, we going there and steal this one tonight, Shop Howard. I don't even know what to say. So let's get it, man. I'm glad to be in the building with everybody. Hope everybody else glad to be in the building with us. You know, we here, man. We gonna do it, man. And everybody, man. Salute to everybody. Like I said, that we in here, man. Louisiana Nick, Fabian, my man. Robert Woodward was popping. Harlem World in the building. What's good, Harlem World, my man. Mr. Grind, I see Robert. I see you, my man. Louisiana Nick's in the building. Fabe as well. Salute to everybody in the building. Brian Acosta, my brother, like always, man. Thank you for the support. For real, for real. It's not just a word. It's heart. So thank you, Brian, man, for always representing the show, man, and supporting us on a financial side. We appreciate you for that. Captain Matumbo is in the building. Man, listen, man, hey, say no more, Shop Powers. This is what we've been waiting all the last 24, 48 hours for. We need to go in here and steal this one. For real, we get this one. We go about the energy up 2-0. It's going to be a lot of shit to talk about in how would I say, in the natural media world, without everybody doubting things like that first game really wasn't legit. Like Boston didn't play their game, so they won. That's why I wanted to win tonight. So let them know that, it wasn't no fluke. This is what it is. We told you this was a good team. Let's get it, man. I'm ready to get this thing popping. I hope the Knicks go in there and smash pumpkins tonight, man, for real.
Yeah, man, we got a lot of things we are optimistic about, again, with this team. Last game, Mikal didn't have the best game. Filled the stat sheet up, but didn't have the best offensive game. Mm-hmm. He did have some big shots, though. But offensively, he didn't score his average. Cat was in foul trouble early, and he didn't make his average. Had about 13, 14, 15 rebounds, something like that. He did play good basketball, and he had about 12, 13 points too. And I mean, on another night where you see OG and Jalen Brunson scoring those points, those are good numbers. Those are good numbers. Those are okay. He wasn't hot, but he wasn't. He still got numbers. So with those two guys not really having a offensive threat that game. I think that we're going to come out and have a different way of playing basketball tonight. And when we get to the breakdowns, if the breakdowns come to show out to what I think is going to happen, yeah, I think this game could be another game that we could snatch up out of here. It's something that when we get a little later in the show that I probably mention because with the matchups, it's going to make a big difference.
Yeah, real talk. Before we go any further, Shop Power, let them know. Keep in mind that you're the artist, man. Throw that drip up there, like here, so they can see what's popping. There you go, man. Shop Power at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Knicks Real Talk. The drip that keep on dripping. Drip, drip, drip. That's how we do it, man. Yeah, real talk, man. So listen, man, we got to go in there tonight, cross T's and dot I's, play basketball for 48 minutes. You know Boston going to bring their A game plus tonight. You know, they got a bad taste in their mouth, you already know. So we got to make sure we match their intensity tonight, match their energy tonight, try to replicate even what they're doing and more. But one thing I could truly say, ladies and gentlemen, for some reason, like, you know, I listen to Jalen Brunson and all these guys and Cat and all these guys on these on different podcasts or whatever, roommates. These dudes is kind of confident about what they do. Shop Howard, these cats thinking that they got further to go. I mean, these guys feel like. I mean, that's amazing to me when I like Jalen Brunson said, we got a long way to get to where we're trying to go. Are we trying to get to a certain place? So there's some reason they're telling me, just like we want them to get out the second round, I think they want to get out there as well. I think Jalen Brunson and the Knicks, this is real talk to me. I think these cats thinking something like championship here. I don't think they thinking less Shop Howards. And just their mindset, the way I'm hearing them on these podcasts and all these interviews, these cats believe that they on to something bigger than this. And if they feel that way, that's great, because that means your team know how good they are, and they should be able to get to where they want to go. So let's hope that it translates today with a good game of their overall performance from a lot of people. We try to win this thing, man, and go down. Listen, nobody is predicting Knicks to win the game. I'm quite sure 99% of the country is not predicting Knicks to win the game, but I'm in that 1% though that think they're going to win the game.
Facts.
Not in the 99%, ladies and gentlemen. I really believe on any given night, if this team play up to their potential, they could smoke anybody. And this might be one of the nights where all the naysayers, even though they was hurt last night, nobody thought Indiana was going to do what they did last night. They got Cleveland 2-0. So, like I said, ain't what you do in the regular season, what you do in the playoffs. Even though Cleveland is injured, but you know what? That's their problem too. You know, like I was telling Shaw Powers in the background, all regular season we was injured and everybody was healthy. So you know what? Now we healthy and some of them injured. Well, you know what? Like what Shaw Powers said, 2 tears in the bucket. Okay, kick the can, whatever. You know, now it's our turn to burn. We ain't making no excuses for because we got a healthy team and everybody else started looking. When they was whooping our ass in the regular season when we wasn't healthy, nobody wasn't saying nothing then. So, you know, let's get it, man. Listen, I hope Knicks go in there tonight and give it to them, man. I think they can go out there and play hard, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe that, and I think they will go out there and play hard. I want to see Shop out how they come out in the first quarter, how Boston comes out in the first quarter. What's their mindset going to be? Because, you know, Boston come out there with their guns blazing. You know what I mean? So let's see how the Knicks come out there tonight, man, and see how they're going to match Boston's intensity tonight.
Yeah, I think Boston definitely comes out with a different plan. I think they even said it to themselves. If I'm not mistaken, it was Jaylen Brown that said, we shot too many 3-pointers, basically. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I think they're going to try to change the momentum by shooting more in the mid-range. We killed them in the mid-range. You know what I mean? It's not some of the stuff that we did well in the mid-range. They did terrible. You know what I mean? What was it? They shot 19 out of 20 3-point shots or something like that. Mm-hmm. Something like that. So we stayed gritty. We stayed going to the hole, and our guys stepped up when we needed to. OG Anunoby, big shots in those last games. Mikal Bridges had some big shots in the Cat, big shots in those games. So we have players that know how to make the big shot, and we still didn't play an A game and won that game. And I mean, that was not an A game from the New York Knicks. I mean, the A game is when the starting unit is scoring like 104. That's Cat doing 30, Brunson doing 30, and everybody else in the starting unit doing their average 18, 18, and 14, 15. That's when we doing good. And now we got the bench coming off the thing, hitting us with 17 to 25 points. that's when we are smoking guns. You know what I mean? So I think that's what they're going to come out. I'm so happy for Deuce. Like you said yesterday, Deuce played a phenomenal role, back to around double digits and stuff like that, good defense and stuff like that. Now, like Devon was talking, me and Devon was talking in the background about Payne. This is a perfect game for Payne to jump out of the box. So these are the things that we missed in the last game that we still haven't flourish from in a game yet. So let's see what these guys can also contribute to what the Knicks are doing. Because if the other guys stay regular, and these guys that we just mentioned, the Paynes, the McHales, and the Cats go off tonight, what's the difference in Brunson, Josh Hart, and OG? And I mean, last game, just saying, and Deuce.
Yeah, real talk, man. And I believe that you're gonna get some performances that we didn't get the last game.
Right.
I really believe that, man. So you know what? Sometimes the hardest game is the first game. That game in the closeout game, usually the hardest game to win when you win the playoffs. And if you could get that first game out the way, just like the Knicks did in the first series, they won that first game. I mean, you get that first game out the way, now the pressure's off you. Now you're playing without pressure. Now Boston playing with pressure. They coming in with pressure because they got to win that game. So I believe the pressure's on them. The pressure's not on us. What did we do? We took home court advantage away. So we good, but we can't get lax neither, though. You know what I mean? We got to stay aggressive and stay at it and keep knowing that because we beat them, that don't mean that it's over because them cats can run off the game too. But I think you're going to see our guys focus tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and I think they're going to be on it, man. I really believe we did what we needed to do. The goal was to go into Boston and win a game. That's the goal. That's just the goal. Going in, win a game. The Knicks pulled it off, and they won the toughest one. Now, tonight, I guarantee they're going to be playing with a lot of looseness. They're not going to be uptight too much. I would love to see them get off to a quick start today, ladies and gentlemen. Get off to a quick start. And then when you get up to a quick start, and it's hypothetical if the Knicks can go up 8 or 9 points in the first quarter, you know what they should do, Shot Powers? Even though he's not in foul trouble, and even though they're up 8 or 9, I would take Cat out and bring Mitch's defense in the game. Now, Boston won't be trying to get back in the game against Cat for a minute. They'll be trying to get back in the game with Mitchell Robinson. It might be a little harder because we do got a 9-point lead, or 10 or whatever. So it's them some schematics I would love to see Tibbs do. I always thought about it in the Detroit series. If we go up 8 or 9 or 10 points in the first quarter, take Cat out. Because now the team will have to try to score on Mitch. And if our guy's still getting buckets, that shit might, so let's see how it goes. I want to see how the chess game going to play tonight. I think Tibbs and Joe Mazzulla Tibbs did a good job in that chess match the other night. So let's see if we can pull out the same cards again, man, and go a mano-a-mano with Coach Mazzulla. Let Anunoby go a mano-a-mano, pound for pound with Jason Tatum, and so on and so on. And I think that if we could do that, I like our chances tonight. I think this team we match up well against them. We got bucket getter, they got bucket getter, we got defenders, they got defenders. Ain't shit Boston got, we don't got. Pardon my French, but ain't nothing ain't nothing they have, we don't have. Now still to this day, I believe our starting five is better than theirs. Some people don't want to get in this credit, but I think pound for pound, our starting five is better than their starting five to me. They might achieve more from a team standpoint, but I still think that Jalen Brunson. I take Jalen Brunson over Jason Tatum any day of the week, just due to the fact of what that man can do with a basketball. And I do think that I take Cat over Jaylen Brown any day. Them they two best players, our two best players. I like our two. You know what I mean? So let's see, man. Now our ancillary players, our secondary players, all them cats can get it too. And Anunoby having a good series. So let's see how it goes, man. I hope we go out there and get it popping tonight, man. Salute to the chat, everybody in the building, man. Real talk. John was good. Met Knicks fan.
That's me, Devon?
No, what?
Okay, there you go. All right.
Been me, sorry. But salute to Jermaine, salute to everybody in the building, man. If y'all didn't hear me, salute to Chris, Hector, Nostalgic, the whole chat, man. Real talk is about to go down in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We got Knicks and Boston, game 2, Shot Powers. I mean, it don't get no better than this. I'm hoping that these guys go out there and perform well tonight and just be on their game, man. And just will us to a victory, because they want us to a victory, then we're going to be wilding. so let's hope they can get us wilding tonight, man, for sure.
I mean, that's what I want. And as a Knicks fan, you should want that too. You should want the Knicks to go out here and really beat these guys. No overtime. Really beat these guys in a 48-minute course of a game by about 8 to 10 points tonight. That's what you want. You know what I mean? That's what I want. I want the Knicks to really apply pressure tonight. I want to see Cat out there on the floor tonight. I want to see him with the back down game. I want to see how they're gonna do if they want to try. If I think Porzingis is projected to play, but he's not guaranteed. I'm not 100% sure. But if he's not in the game, they're not going to do that much hacker foul Mitch on that stuff because they're not going to have enough players to accommodate. That's what they got in trouble with when they would. Anyway, there's a lot of things that Tom Thibodeau did to deter them from doing certain things, and like you said, that chess match was something to watch. And if you haven't watched the game more than once, watch it again. It's too late now. The game's about to start, but it is a good way of watching how Tom Thibodeau slowly did things to make the tide change by giving guys, this thing that they talk about. Oh, Tom Thibodeau doesn't call out plays. If you don't hear Tom Thibodeau on the side going 5, 5, 5, get there, move the ball. If you don't think he's calling out plays, doing all of that stuff, I don't know. But read and react is a scheme that he runs, but it's different read and reacts. Anyway, make a long story short, man, I think the guys that we have that didn't really even Josh Hart, another guy that I think he only had 8 or 9 points. Big plays though. He had big plays, you know what I mean? He was
Yeah, 14. He had double. He had 14.
Oh, he had 14. Okay, there you go. I couldn't remember, but I know he had in the last couple of minutes, he had like 9 major rebounds, man. This guy is phenomenal. And like you said last night, Devon, he was everywhere. Watching the game, he got 2 or 3 extra rebounds with plays in the face, snatching balls from guys that's laying on the floor, engaged in the defense, not lacking off as much as you used to see. You know how you see Josh Hart, he'll go up and then he'll stand around and be like, all right, let's see if he make the shot. Now he was attacking. He was closing out on things like that. These are things that I want to see from everybody tonight. If we do that tonight with the team we got, man, let's go. Let's get it tonight, man. Beantown, let's get it tonight, man.
Yeah, you know what? Forget playoff Jimmy. We got playoff Josh.
Yeah, man. Let's get it.
Yeah. He comes to play every night, man. He's playoff Josh. He always ups his game in the playoffs, and that's good to see. And we just need him to keep doing what he's doing. I just don't think Boston got a guy like that over there. You know what I mean? That hustles like this dude who do all the intangibles, all the stuff that's don't throw up on the stat sheet, all the rebound and all the assists and all the gritty plays. But them offense rebounds, him and Mitch is legendary. And I still don't think y'all got the best of Mitch yet. I think he'd do for another game he had like against Detroit 14-11 or something. Watch. He do for one. That would have been the problem with our bench all year. It's just that they wasn't consistent all year. You know what I mean? They played, but they wasn't consistent. I think you're gonna get that one consistent game he didn't have the first game. I think you get that game this game. Because he got I think all them Knicks players got that. That's what I kept saying earlier. The first game of the tournament, because that's the butterfly game. That's the butterfly game. Butterflies in you. You're all night long instead of going to sleep. You've been thinking about the damn game, thinking about your game, this and that. Now you got that one game out the way. Now you don't have to think about that no more. You got a taste of it. And like Mitch said, we've been here before.
Right.
I really want to see how our guys respond tonight. And I think they respond well. Tom Thibodeau got these cats focused. And that's a good thing. Because they don't make a lot of the mistakes they was making in the regular season. You know what I mean?
Right. They turned down their turnovers and everything too. Yep. This is just back around 13.
Yeah. Other than the first quarter the other night, and that's another reason I thought the Knicks could have blown them out. Because think about the first quarter, we had like 5 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't start off the game good in the first game. We had like 5 turnovers, missed quite a few free throws in the first. I'm like, man, y'all come on now, y'all should be about 10 already. So let's hope that they minimize the turnover. If they minimize the turnovers in the first quarter tonight, and they hit some free throws, then I mean they're going to stay with Boston. Because here's the thing to me, Shaw Powers, there's nothing Boston can do on offense that the Knicks can't do on offense. That's why I said this ain't the Orlando Magic, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Whatever Boston could do, we could do too. And that's facts. That meant the numbers don't lie. We could put up prolific numbers just like they can. We could D just like they can. We got dudes who can get it. They got dudes who can get it. So this is gonna be fun. You know what I mean? And I can't wait for it to go down, man. So let's see if we get it popping, man. And salute to the chat again. Gunsmoke was good. Gunsmoke in the building. Queen Darlene was good, sis. Good to see you in the building, Queen Darlene. Everybody, man. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. You know, y'all know it, man. Run them up with the thumbs up because we on something right now. Travel 5, my man. LA in the building. Los Angeles in the building. California in the house, rather. Superman Travel Vibes in the building with us, man. Travel, what's good? But Shop Howard, I'm just ready for this thing to get down, man. I normally be sitting there at the edge of my seat. I just want to see how the first quarter could determine how I think the game may go. And from looking at it from an eye perspective, I just want to see how the first quarter go. To let me see if we're gonna come out there. And we did good the other night. To be 25 and 26, like I said, with 5 turnovers and missing free throws, and you come out the first quarter 25-26.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see, man. So I'm hoping they go out there, they be on their game tonight, and the Cats get it going early. I guess I want to see who's gonna be. I want to see what Cat and Mikal are going to do from a scoring perspective, how their game might translate from the last game to this game. Are they going to be more bucket getting tonight? Or it's going to be, so it's going to be a lot of things we want to see tonight. And that's going to be fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, everything is I think it is going to be a different style of game tonight. You know what I mean? I think Boston may want to get a little rough tonight. I think peace. How are you? What's going on, Steph? Queen, salute. Yeah, I think they want to be a little bit more physical tonight. I think Boston's not going to be. You may see Boston shoot 40 3-pointers tonight, but I think you're going to see their field goal percentage wanting to try to be a little better tonight. I think they're going to change the way they play basketball tonight, and that's fine with me. Let's get gritty. Let's grind it out. You know what I mean? The one thing that I've noticed, and I've heard this too because I watched the Knicks. The Knicks know how to grind games out. We may not win all of them, but we do win some of them. And over this year, we won a lot of them. We know how to get down into the grind, come back from 7, 8 points down, get the lead, keep the lead, and win the game. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I haven't watched many Boston games, but the way Boston has 60 wins, it doesn't sound like they did that too much this year. Not too much grind. So if you give us time to get it together and grind it out like we did last game, we got together and we got focused, man, and that we started making shots. We just like you said, Devon, and there's no hyperbole with that, man. We got guys that could do exactly what those guys can do. Plus, we got defense on our side too.
Yeah, that's right.
We got all our guys in the starting unit is shooting almost 40%, 38 and up. Come on, almost all our guys, except for Josh, maybe he's shooting a little less now. But McCall, all the rest of them is shooting about 40% from threes. Now, I mean, and they all play defense. Now, I mean, Cat is not the best defender, but he does play defense. He's not an interior presence, but he does play defense. He's a little handsy sometimes, but he does play defense. So I'm just waiting to see what the Knicks can do tonight that can change where Cat can have more offense tonight and McCall can get off of the screen. I hope that they work McCall and Cat tonight heavy tonight. I hope those two guys work out heavy tonight.
Yeah, real talk. Yo, salute to the chat, man. First and foremost, let me give a big shout out to the queen of all queens, Sister Steph. What's popping? Dope Soul Sports. You already know what it is, man. My man Rail and all everybody down there doing what they do and making it happen. If anybody in here haven't subscribed to the channel, which I think everybody here should be a member of that channel already, make sure y'all go hit the sister up, man. Give them likes and subscribe and share and check out all that content that Steph and them be putting out there, man. They put some good stuff out there, man. Not good stuff, great stuff. Pardon me. That would be a shot, kind of a slight, man. And, I ain't no slight type of person. So, and then peace to the God, Allah wise. God was good. Knowledge, my man. Peace to the God. What's good, my man? Everybody in the building, man. Salute to everybody. Let's get it popping, man. We in here. One thing I noticed also, That's real important too, Shot Powers. And I'm trying to recall, piggyback off what you were saying. Oh yeah, what I do think the last game, where I think the Knicks going to have a different outcome this game. I believe that cherry strike will be different tonight. I think that, like I said, the pressure, the butterflies. I think the butterflies are going to be out. They won't be on them like they were the first game. The adrenaline, everything. I think they're going to come out there with a pretty focused mindset because they know, Knicks know if they could get this one. This is probably a gentleman's sweep right here. Who knows? But I do know that these guys gonna come out there focused. Tom Thibodeau got them focused out there. Listen, Boston is elite, ladies and gentlemen, and nobody's slighting Boston now. I mean, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I ain't slighting my Knicks neither. You know what I mean? We've been on this train all year long. There ain't no need to jump off now. We know they won them 51 games, rightfully so. They beat Detroit without a bench in the first round, rightfully so. When I mean they beat Detroit Pistons without a bench, they beat them boy 4-2, and our bench didn't even show up. We didn't even have a Deuce McBride game until past day. Campaign MIA since the first game. I say all that to say that Boston haven't even got our best yet.
Facts.
Boston didn't really have our best yet. Like I said, Cat, Mikal 8 points, Cat 15. You missed 14 free throws, but guess what though? We shot 46% from downtown. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So and the reason why I say that, because even though you take away Mitch's 6 free throws that he missed, our other good players missed 8 of them. You know what I mean? And like Shot Powell we talked about, you miss 2 free throws, somebody go down the way, knock down a 3, change the momentum of the game. Now they down 5 instead of being tied up. And that's what we had to struggle with. The first game is like when you miss the free throws and then Boston go down there and hit a shot, you just put our defense on their heels because you just missed 2 free throws, which would have tied the game. They went down there and knocked down a 3. Now they up 5. Yep. So yeah, we got to make sure we hit them free throws tonight. And don't give Boston an opportunity to even get like that. Because we come out that first quarter, we do what we're supposed to do, which I'm hoping we will tonight. I think it's going to be a long game for the dudes, man. We know they're going to adjust their scheme. We know they're going to adjust their schematics. They're going to try to say, you know what? Like Shot Power said, less 3-point shots, more into the hole. But at the same time, bullies. So if y'all going to try to do that bully shit, you talking about we bully all bullies in New York City. Right. You can't bully a bully like that. So I think these cats can go in there and they're gonna try to give the Knicks their best shot. What we gotta do is withstand their best shot. If the Knicks withstand their best shot and we going into the second half of third quarter, we done took their best from them and they still ain't got us out of here because we got Jalen Brunson and some good bucket getters. It might change in the fourth quarter again. Just keep this shit close, man. Just keep it close and take their best shot. Once we take their best shot, if they don't blow this thing out of the way and we done took their best shot, this game might go the same way it went Monday. We'll see. We just need everybody to come to the table. Real talk, man. We're going to go through the stats and everything, and then we'll get back at it, man, and open up the panel and everything. But, salute to everybody in the building, man. Thank y'all for coming in. Ron, what's good? Mr. CEO, Mr. SKF, the SKF captain of the armies in the building all the time. Ron, what's good, my man? Salute. Like I said, everybody in this building already know who he is on no self-explanatory, but still go like, subscribe, which I know all of you have done it already. And if you haven't, I gotta get the police out on you. Gotta get an APB on y'all. Y'all have to subscribe to the Queen's channel and Ron's channel, which I know all y'all have. So don't let me get no warrants out on you guys in there, man. But listen, let's get it, man. Let's look at these stats right quick. We get back at it, ladies and gentlemen. Devon Shot Powers, the chat. Knicks, Boston, TD Garden, 7 o'clock. Game 2, second round, NBA playoffs. Let's get it, man. We're going ahead and get this thing popping. Look at these stats right quick for the night and all that good stuff. We get back at it. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 seed Knicks, 2 seed Boston in the playoffs. 5-2, they 4-2. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks away in the playoffs is undefeated. That's crazy. 4-0 on the road. They 3-1 at home. And you know who gave them that L the other night? We scoring a 108 a game. They scoring 106. We giving up 106. They giving up 96. And I remember when that started Monday, it was giving up 93. So obviously he put some more points on the board. And it might have been higher than that one for them free throws we left off the board.
Fact.
And Cat and Mikal's numbers not
back to 117, baby. Let's get back to 117.
Correct. So that can all change in a heartbeat. This year, I think that their defense go up. It's going to go up probably to 100 after this game. Because I think Knicks come out there and get it tonight. I think Cat McHale going to beat them guys tonight with Brunson there. And I know we just play some defense on my man, and we see how it goes. Real quick, look at the team leaders right now. 31 for Jalen Brunson, 29 for Jason Tatum, 10 rebounds. For Jason Tatum missed a triple. He went in every category there. 10 rebounds, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 assists. Last 5 games, ladies and gentlemen, New York Knicks 4-1. That one loss to Detroit. Their last 5 games, they 3-2. So like I said, anything can happen, man. Current series 1-0, 108 to 105. We are 1-0 in that one. The matchups previously, Anunoby 29, Jaylen Brown 23, 13 rebounds for Big Cat. Good job there. Jason Tatum 16, McHale 7 assists and 6 for Jason Tatum. Like I said, he carries them, man. He
Look at McHale.
Yeah, 29, 4 and 3, 23, 7 and 6. But here's the difference. He shot over 50%. He shot under 30%. Around 30%. That's the difference. The 23 points, them some hard 23 points. Because McHale made him shoot that turbo from the percentage standpoint, and he missed some three-pointers too as well. Last matchup 1-5. We understand that, but we in a white drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. They are in a green drip tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Projector starters, same usual suspect for the New York Knicks: Hart, Brunson, McHale, OG, and Karl-Anthony Towns for them guys. Drew Holiday, Derrick White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, or Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis is considered a game time decision. Whether he play or not, that's their problem, not the Knicks' problem. If we play, we still going to get him. He don't play, then we can give us a better chance to get him. So I'm not too concerned with that. Shot power, but overall, you know what? The Knicks are doing the damn thing in the playoffs right now, despite what it may seem like. But they playing pretty well, and like I said, to be 4-5-2, undefeated on the road says a lot about the character of this team for sure.
I mean, who else can say they did that? Who else can say they did that? So I mean, I'm just saying this. Let's see what happens tonight, man. If if everything works out the way that it should, and we get a little bit more production from Cat with a different way they scheme, how Tibbs can scheme for Cat to get points, a little easier for him and McHale to work on their right hand. I mean, on their left hand side, on the corner shots with the pick and roll and the pick and pop with those two guys. I think we would get their average 18 and 25 from those two guys, almost 40 points for those two guys. That's where I think that's where the game is. I think everybody else is going to do. I think we're going to have another phenomenal. I think we're going to have a dang near triple double from Josh Hart tonight. I think he's going to have. He's ready to have one of those games against this team in this big atmosphere because he's a big time player in big situations. He hits big shots. You know what I mean? So I think that's what we got right now tonight. I'm super amped for this game tonight because I see opportunity for us to be better. Like I said earlier, we were not at our A game anywhere in that game, the last game, and we pulled out a win against one of the best top teams in the East that we couldn't beat. The Knicks, you can't beat them. I mean, the first time we sorry, Divine. Almost went there. Sorry, Divine. Almost went. Sorry, Divine.
It ain't PG.
You know what I mean? The first time we play these guys in the playoffs, what we do to them? We beat them. Mm-hmm. Let that sink in.
Hey, yeah, real talk. Hey, Boss 336 Boston, man. Listen, we appreciate you coming in, man. It's gonna be a slugfest, my man. But listen, we Knicks fans up in here, but we know how you feel about your team, man. Y'all listen. So I appreciate you coming up in here. 336 Boston, man. Real talk. That says a lot about who you is as a fan, man. And I know you rooting for your team hard. And I know you don't want the Knicks to win, so it should be that way. So we're gonna be on our Knicks shit up in here tonight. So, but appreciate you coming in, my man. Real talk. Let's get it, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. Listen, like I said, 99% of the country got Boston winning tonight. I'm just in that 1% I know I'm in that 1% who think the Knicks can win tonight if they play their A game. If the Knicks don't bring their A game tonight, Boston could smoke them. They could smoke them out of there if they don't bring their A game. But because of the way the Knicks defense been playing since the All-Star break, a team fully healthy, we got guys who can get buckets. You know what I mean? We got guys who can get it too. We got guys who defend. And I think that's a big caveat to me is that the kryptonite that we have over here to help the kind of combat the Supermans of the world, the Decay Cutter Hands and the Ananobis and all these. I mean, not Ananobi and the Jason Taylors and the Dr. Mitchells. We got a guy on our team who kind of neutralizes all that. Like I said, he's our kryptonite. Ananobi and Mikal Bridges is Wingstop for a reason. Them dudes, even though they shot a lot of shots and missed a lot of them, but we had a lot of contested threes. Them dudes shot in the low 30s the other night. And the New York Knicks defense in the playoffs, they holding people down like that. You know what I mean? So that means that gives us a shot. We had the top 5 offense in the league all year. At I think 3/4 of the year that was top 3. When Brunson went down and so on, it kind of drifted off a little bit. But our offense been good all year long. You know what I mean? And our defense kind of caught up to it. So you can never compare the Knicks team in a regular season that when Boston and Cleveland was beating us to the team that you could compare to right now. 2 different teams, just totally 2 different teams from a personnel standpoint and defensive standpoint and everything. So let's see how it goes, man. And I like the way our guys is playing in the playoffs. Everything ain't gonna be pretty, but damn, ladies and gentlemen, 4-0 on the road. Hear me what I'm saying? That's championship contender type team. When your team can go into the opposing team's home court and give them and win the game, that's what championship teams do. So what did the Knicks do so far? To me, they stole home court so far.
Facts.
They stole home court. So now, regardless of whom or what, they go home for 2 games in the Garden. Matter of fact, it's guaranteed to be a game 5. That's all you do. You just want to make sure that you put yourself in position to carry out the series until you get to where you need to be. Like Shaw Power said to me, the New York Knicks did not play an A game except for their 3-point shooting the other night. They did a good job defensively, but Boston didn't get their A game. So I'm gonna see how it happens tonight. It should be fun. We should be locked and loaded up in there, man. We got to be on our Knicks shit tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because Boston coming out there to play tonight. They coming out there and they gonna be guns blazing. Shootout at the OK Corral, whatever you want to call it. They gonna be going at it. So we gotta be ready for them. We got to take their best punch and try to withstand it. And just don't let them throw no knockout blow. You can stagger it for a couple of minutes in the second round, third round. I don't give a shit. You could throw some punch to stagger the shit out of, but you just can't knock us out. And Knicks cannot let them knock them out tonight. Just they hit you with some couple of blows, take the stagger punches, get your mindset right, call timeout, get your focus back, take some smelling salt. I don't know, whatever. Then you come back in there and try to win this thing, man. And that's what I'm looking for tonight. I'm just looking for the Knicks to keep it close. And then when we get close enough, then we know who to call on. We call on Superman. We call on Jalen Brunson. That's all. Let's get it. Shit. That's hoping that way it goes down for me, Shop House. We'll see. NYC B-Ball. I can't say it enough, my man. Thank you again for the super chat, my brother. Real talk. And we appreciate you always representing, man, supporting the show, man, financially. You know how we do, man. Appreciate that, brother, for real. But it's gonna be on, man. No doubt about it. Shop House. We just go out there and play New York Knicks basketball. Stay gritty, because that was gritty the other night. That was some gritty shit I seen last night. And and they just got to keep that grittiness going, man. And I think they'd be okay. It ain't gonna be easy, but I think we built for it. And let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Once again, I got to give a big shout out to Josh Hart, man, because watching the game over again and watching what he does is incredible. Mm-hmm. By giving us separate second efforts. When he's really on his game, contesting 3-point shots in the passing lane, making guys move out of the way. You know what I mean? Playing formidable defense. He's a guy that I think tonight he is going to want to shine. I mean, and I'm looking for a big game out of Josh Hart tonight, man. So if it's Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Cat tonight, I think those 3 guys are really going to execute. I'm telling you, man, if we could get the guys at 30-30, 18-18, and 15, yeah, what we doing? What we doing? And I mean, that's what I think a game that I want to see tonight. I want to see Cat get off tonight, especially if Porzingis is projected. I mean, I think Mitchell Robinson has a good game tonight. I think everybody can chip away at the Boston team right now and make them not want to go into the lane by utilizing Mitchell Robinson in certain schemes in certain quarters to put them back to shooting 3-point shots where we've been playing pretty decent defense on the 3-point land.
Mm-hmm.
We shut them down again at 3-point land and contest them at the rim. Let's get it. I think our guys is really gonna get out there tonight and play some really, really good basketball tonight. So let's get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna open the panel and bring somebody in a minute. But one thing, let me ask you a question real quick before I open the panel up. Who is it? Pritchard? Who else come off the Boston bench? Is Pritchard at the point guard? Who's at the 2 for them?
It wasn't the dude Hauser or whatever that twisted his ankle or something like that.
Yeah, he hasn't played. But okay, so you got Pritchard, Hauser, and
who else is coming in? I to tell you the honest.
Al Horford.
Right. And they switched the centers up. You know what I mean? They used
on that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? They ain't really did much. They didn't really. That's it. After the Doogie Howser twists his ankle. Yeah, because I can't remember. I can't even really say Cornette as much, but I think not Cornette. They've been using yeah. That's how they got all those fouls against Mitch the other night by those guys getting, because who was it? Cornette had 4 or 5 fouls that game or something like that. So
yeah. The reason why I asked, so from what I'm looking at, see, that bench don't scare me.
I think I know where you're going with this question.
Yeah, that bench don't scare me that much. You know what I mean? And even with our bench not being that great, but Deuce and Bry had a great game. Him and Pritchard kind of washed each other out the other night. I think we talked about that, Chad Powell and Jay Chosen. If Deuce and Bry can wash out what Pritchard do, then it's not too much to worry about. We just need my man Campaign to give us a little more campaign game tonight. Control the second unit, run the team, just run the team. Not so much a scoring standpoint, but run the team good. Like, if you ain't gonna be scoring tonight, I need like 5 or 6 assists off the bench tonight. You know what I mean? Setting dudes up in their right spots tonight. And if you're knocked down, if Campaign get it going offensively, that's even better. But I'm not scared of this team's bench like that. I'm really not. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that if they don't go to the Hack and Mitch thing, and even if they do, so be it. But I think, you don't lose because Mitch's defense keeps us there. So, Jay Chosen, I say all that to say, first of all, I would salute to you. Thank you for coming in, as always. Give me some thoughts on your game move tonight, man, what you're feeling, and what you think about this game so far tonight.
Number one, we just watched a Hack and Mitch game, and we won it. Okay, so let's just start there. That's a fact. We just went through it. They hacked and Mitch. I loved your opening statement. I love that. I talked about that earlier today by my man's barbershop about taking Cat out, letting Mitch play when they can't enforce that usage, and letting him get his buckets in. I think if Tibbs does that, we're in for a 15-12 night from Mitch, because I don't think that we still have a full Mitch, and we saw that he had 13, 12. 11 here and there, the 7 rebounds. If we utilize them correctly in the beginning and we take them out, we don't give them the opportunity to do that. I think then at the end of the game, we don't need them as much. They don't have that opportunity to play that nonsense kind of. I don't want to call it cowardly, because look, you want to win a game. You try and do the best thing you can do. You do whatever you can. If you're in a fight for your life, a real fight for your life, you're going to pick up something from the ground. You're going to do some stuff. You might kick somebody in the no-nos. You know what I'm talking about. You got to do what you got to do. So that's one thing. But when you mention that bench, and I think about even the players that aren't playing right now, the Precious, the DeLon Wrights, the Shamit, who could catch a fire here and there. You know what? They're not used, but I would not be surprised to see, depending on the necessity, if they ever are needed. They already have all these games under their belt where they have played together and played well. So you take what you said, Hauser, and that was an old reference, Doogie Howser, my man. That was a great show, by the way. That was a great show. Smart dude. College at 12. Listen, I think he's out, number one, the Hauser kid.
Yeah.
Pritchard is a wash if we get the Deuce that Deuce could be. It's either Miles or it's Deuce. He needs to be Deuce. And I look at it like that. Because on the nights he's off, he's Miles. But the nights that he's on, he's the Deuce that we've been looking for. Right? So, and then, look, no matter what, we got a mega star at point guard. I think that if anybody has the pressure on them in this series, it is absolutely Boston. And now the ball is in our court no matter what. And I can see us winning in that game 5 in our casa. I really do. I feel very strongly about a win tonight. I really, really do. Very strongly.
Yeah, facts. Jay Cho, the real talk. Let me shout out to the chat. Cam from the kickback. What's good, Cam? Shout out to the other part of Dope Soul Sports Talk, my man. I am Rail. Mr. Rail, what's the deal, my man? Good to see you, my man. Appreciate you coming in, Rail. You already know Mark is in the building. Everybody, NYC, Travel Box, Queen, Darlene, Steph, everybody, man. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Cam from the kickback, you know where it's at. Y'all run them up with a thumbs up. Hit that button. Don't cost you nothing. Stop fronting. We in here. Knicks in Boston is about to go down, ladies and gentlemen. We need to go ahead and get this joint for real, for real. This is one of the games where that I got a feeling Knicks can come out on the side of this thing, man, in the W column tonight. I think we matched that starter lineup. Their starter lineup, our starter lineup, go mano a mano. They ain't got shit in that starter lineup that we don't got in ours. And that's legitimately for real. We got 2 All-NBA dudes. They probably got 2 All-NBA dudes, whatever. We got what they got. But what the difference is, we got one of ours just get it. They just get it, man. Like I said, Boston's prolific, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they won 61 games all year long. But this is not the regular season. It's not the regular season. Whatever happens in the regular season, you play a great team today. The next game on schedule might be a scrub team. The next 3 games might be a scrub team. Well, in the playoffs, you play the same team over and over. And if it's a good team, it's different. So even for the Knicks, we lost to Charlotte. We lost to some old crazy teams in the regular season. But that don't mean nothing.
Without Wemby, yep.
Yeah, so so it don't really mean too much until you get to this point. And I like what we as a team. We playing good as a team, and that's what gives me confidence. Give me uber confidence that right now as a team, though we didn't have to play our A game in the first game, like I said, we left 14 free throws off the board. You know what I mean? We had 2 of our big dudes didn't really come offensively, which we didn't really need it at that level because listen, 29 for Anunoby, 29 for my man Jalen Brunson. Knicks always got 2 dudes gonna give you 20 on their team. 2 dudes on any night in the NBA. The New York Knicks got 2 dudes and they start a lineup that's going to give you 20 points. And that's good. You know what I mean? And they shoot it with a good number too. So let's see how it goes, man. I really feel good about this thing. Let's see how they come out the gate, how they strike first while the iron's hot. Let's see how we do. You know what I mean? We could match their intensity. And don't let what happened the other night get up 20, get down 20, because tonight you might not be able to come back tonight. Because Boston going to be on it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see the Boston that you've seen in the regular season tonight. They backs against the wall. They got pressure on them because they lost that game. Obviously, they don't want to go to MSG 2-0-2. So you know they're going to go out there tonight and try to win that game. You know, then they're going to try to go to MSG and win one of them games. But this ain't the regular season, ladies and gentlemen. Don't pay attention to all that. They didn't beat us in the regular season stuff. Don't even pay attention to all that because that's irrelevant. What's relevant is how do you play your best ball when it all counts? And I think right now the Knicks is playing good basketball. They got through the Detroit series. Now they just got to get through this one. Not saying it's going to be easy. Not saying, but I listen, no lie. Before the game started yesterday, y'all know what I had. I had Knicks in 6. I had Knicks in 6. And that was for the series even started because I do believe we got guys who can neutralize what they do. We got a guy who can neutralize Tatum. They don't have a dude who can neutralize Brunson. And good as Jrue Holiday is, Jalen Brunson been give him 30 for the last couple of seasons. Ain't too many people could do. So that's what gives me the confidence in my team, in our team, that we got a guy who is nobody on their team can guard. Nobody on that team can guard Jalen Brunson. But we got guys on our team who can guard their best player. It's a difference there to me. Not saying you're going to only stop. Not saying you're going to stop. Jason Tatum going to run for 40 tonight for all I know. But it's going to be a hard 40. As long as you got Anunoby over there. So, Shaw Powell, I like to say that's what give me the confidence that our team can go in there and win this game, because I think we match up against it. The one thing we always talk about, matchups make fights. Matchup make fights. Well, we could match up against them very well. So it's going to be a tough fight. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm already amped up for this game. I already know that this is going to be a different game from the New York Knicks. I already know that there's going to be different schemes and different procedures that's going to be implemented tonight to make Towns a little bit more effective, to make Mikal a little bit more effective. I'm not no guru, but I think you're going to see those two guys work the pick and roll to perfection tonight. If they still run, if Porzingis is still playing tonight and they run that pick and roll with Porzingis and Tatum, I think we should do the same thing with Mikal and Cat. Let's put them in the blender too. And I think those two guys are and if Porzingis is not playing tonight, we will not see a Hacker Mitch tonight, in my opinion. We will not see Hacker Mitch tonight unless they bring somebody in from that hasn't played all against us this from the last game. Then you might see him come in and get 3 or 4 quick fouls, because in order to do the hack of Mitch, you have to be in the penalty when Mitch Robinson is in the thing. And Tib did it perfect. He let 2 plays go before a foul happened or something like that, and he got Mitchell Robinson out of there and put Precious in there. So that's nullified the hack of Mitch. And then they was in the penalty for 4 or 5 minutes, but we wasn't knocking down free throws anyway. So it didn't make a difference. But that changes everything. If you could get if they fouling and Mitch is in there, then I don't think that that's going to intentionally foul when they don't have enough fouls already. They don't have those 5 fouls already, but they're already at that limit, and Mitch is in there. I think they'll do it. So let's bring it tonight. I don't think none of this stuff is going to make a difference, because when there's 5 fouls and you can foul anybody, Mitch won't be on the court. Tom Thibodeau showed that last time. Mitch won't be on the court. Cat will be back in there, and that's why we need Cat not to be in foul trouble tonight, which I think he'll learn tonight. I hope so.
Yeah, real quick. Before I pass it to Jay, hey, Parrish, I'm glad you put that out there. This will be a referee game. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad Parrish put that out there. The 3 referees tonight, ladies and gentlemen, was refereeing that game in the Knicks game and Boston game. They refereed 13 Boston games this year. Guess what the Boston record is, why they all 3 coached that team?
13-0.
Shit.
Hey, they ain't nothing mafia about that. Ain't nothing mafia about that.
No, it ain't nothing.
Yo, Joey, pay him up,
hey,
Joe.
yo, Vincenzo, I gotta tell you something.
Joey, nah, that's crazy, man.
Back in the day, be a beeper. You see the guy, the ref on the sideline.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh shit! Foul, you're out. Tech, get out.
Well, we got to that means that we got to be our IQ game got to be on a higher level. And here's another thing before I give it to Jay Choden. If somebody come down the lane, it might be better to give up the 2 points at that time. Let them have 2 points. Especially if we got the lead, don't foul them. Let them have a damn.
Don't contest it. Why?
Yeah,
you just get back on defense. Get back. Yeah.
So don't put your body on them. If you pick up 1 foul, you better not foul nobody else the rest until you get it to Tibbs.
I bet that's what Cat was actually doing.
Right.
When he walked off, when we said that he could have did the if he fouled him, it could have been an and one. Mm-hmm. If you rewatch it, I rewatched it. Cat walked away.
That wasn't no foul
from the defensive miss.
Yeah, that sucked. Yeah.
So he wasn't looking to get another foul on him. Mm-hmm. He stepped off of that one because 2 is obviously less than 3, and we already had momentum on our side. So why bother? First of all, you stop the game right there. So that takes away a lot of momentum. Number 2 is you get the guy to the line. He gets the point. That's more points. So there's no reason to continue to do stuff like that. Slow down the game. Let them get to the line. But I'm going to tell you this. If we start hitting those things, 85% or better, those free throws, I'm telling you right now, we're unstoppable. Because last night, we wouldn't even been in that predicament if we hit
free throws
7-ish. 8-ish of those things, they would have been rushing around the court trying to shoot threes from half court, doing wild stuff just to catch up. So we really got to take a serious move. And if people are of a certain ilk, of a certain age, know that especially between these teams, between a coach of our age and who have been around the league, he is not playing checkers, family. He is playing chess. And he is playing chess at a clock level. You know what clock level chess is? When you make a move, you hit the clock. You on time now. You watching. You seeing what the next move is. Matter of fact, you're looking for 3 moves ahead of that next move. And he's doing that. That's the X's and the O's. I think he is learning now. And he's going to see that Mitch, let him foul Mitch right up to the point where they're in foul trouble and take Mitch out. See,
yeah, of
now
course.
you just blew it.
Of course.
Now you blew it.
Of course.
And that's what he's going to do. And that's why I think it's a smart move to let Mitch play more minutes in the first quarter.
When it ain't that many fouls. That's right.
And in the third early quarter, like that early third, maybe start the third, something like that. Just playing like that. I promise you this. Keep fouling them, and we're going to put our best shooters in, and you're going to be like, yep, I wish I didn't do that. I'm looking for a big game out of Mikal, but you know what? All props and hats off to OG Anunoby. Mikal might not, and Mikal, I'm going to tell you something that I really realized. We looked at his stats, but what you really got to look at is minutes. He chased around Brown, Holiday, White, all night, and the shooter Pritchard all night. Not some of the night, not regulation, all night long. Lionel Richie. All right, so he definitely deserves props for that. Now, if you add 15 points to that, then you're talking about something that's unbelievably fabulous, ridiculous. Listen, I really am not. For some reason, I'm super comfortable tonight. Yesterday, I was on the edge of my seat. Today, I feel just different.
I mean to cut you off. No, real talk. Let me go around.
Yeah, we got
3 minutes. And then we're gonna get off. So let's each take a minute and go around, and then we get out of here. But Gary, finish your thought. Take you a minute. I get Shop Powder, and I get myself a minute. Then we get up out of here because it's about to go down for sure.
So I'll do the minute. I'll give you a score. Yeah, okay, that cool?
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
Right. Okay. But look, man. First of all, we got to go 85% to me. 85% at the free throw line. We have to get 30 assists. 30 assists is my number tonight. I like to see 33 assists from Patrick Ewing, but I think that will help win the game. And I want to do what I just said with Mitch. Let him get all those fouls early and then yank him out like right from under them and put Cat in and all the good shooters. Not only that, but press like and subscribe because it's real talk and they're bringing you that real talk and it's that dope stuff and we all want family. It's Let's Go Knicks. If we walk out of this building 2-0, you can forget about it. Gentlemen sleep at the Garden.
Right, for real.
And I'm going to go 118 to 118-104.
I like that. 18. I think they can get that too, especially when they hit those free throws, like you said, 85%. Shot Powell's my man.
Control the pace. Grab your rebounds. Rebounds is a big thing for me, especially offensive rebounds. Not so much defensive, but offensive rebounds. We could be out rebounded for the game, but we have to beat them in offensive rebounds. Shoot your free throw. Once again, 85 is a big number. I like 85, but for me, over 80% from your free throws is going to get you just about as much as 85. Maybe 3 points or 2 3 points or so. Give me about 80% because we under 80% now. I think we're 77%. So with that being said, 3-point shots. Continue to do what you got to do at the 3-point shots. One thing that no one really paid attention to last game, we shot almost 43 pointers. We need to do that again tonight. 37. I think we had 37 3-pointers. We need to stay somewhere up in those 30 range, the high 30s, early 40 range to get tested with this team. And the reason why I think we could do that tonight because I think Cat's going to shoot about 6 to 8 more 3-pointers than he did last night. Assists 28 for me. I'm cool with 28. 28 is a good number to set a number to because a lot of wins they won with 28 assists this year. Anything over 30 is a guarantee. 28 is a good number that they was winning assists with tonight. I got the Knicks tonight also winning, and I have it a little closer than everyone. Maybe I got it New York Knicks 112 to Boston 108. 112 to 108. New York Knicks. Let's get it tonight.
Yes, Parrish, just to pick off you, Parrish made a good point too. Not so many assists because this team going mano a mano. They that good defensively. They're gonna be, they good in stepping in the lane. So we got. I think if we hit shots, we get there. But it's gonna be a tough assist night with them wings they got out there. I mean, they got two dudes, Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown, and so let's see. If we get that, then we gonna bust their ass. So it's real tough. But I think we go out there tonight. I think Campaign might come to play tonight. I think Deuce McBride can replicate what he did. I do think Cat and Mikal contribute more offensively tonight. We didn't have. I think we shoot better from the charity stripe tonight. I think we got to do like Shaw Powell said and Jada, rebound the basketball tonight. We got to hit them boards tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Hit them boards tonight and do my number one thing against this squad, play bully ball. Take it to them dudes' chest. Make them foul them. Foul them jokers up out of there. Big Cat, I'm going to tell you one thing about the game, right? We're going to get out of here. I liked how aggressive Big Cat was the other night. He just didn't hit the shots, though. But he was going downhill at them jokers like, okay. And so, like I said, like Paris said, the rest going to be on the other side maybe. But, we don't give a shit. We're going out there to do the damn thing tonight. I believe the New York Knicks come out there tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Take game 2, 115 to 108. 115, 108.
That's about like 7, 8 points. I think they're going to do it too. I think it's somewhere around this.
115, 108, 114, and 118, 104.
Yep, and they were 18.
And that's just because I believe that we're going to do something different. But, yeah, look, any of those are great numbers. I think any of those are possible. Yeah. But you know what? It could be 104 to 103 and a half.
They win.
I don't give a damn. We'll take the damn shit back.
I'll take it.
Well, listen, man, thank you to everybody in the chat. Chris Rowe, 110, 105. Real quick, man, we're going to get out of here. Excuse me, let me stop this right quick, and then we do it. Let me just do the chat right quick. 105, I think somebody else had another score in there as well. I thought I did see, if I didn't, pardon me, but I thought I did. But anyway, I know Chris got 110, 105. That I like that score as well, man. So listen, everybody, thank y'all for coming in. I will see y'all tomorrow night. Jay and Shaw, I'll see y'all tomorrow night too. We're going to sign the way out and give a NYC B-ball 113, 109. I like that score as well. It's going to be a competitive game. They're going to be battling. They're going to do all the damn things. But I like our team, man. Let's see how it goes. And my man from Boston, thank you for coming in on the chat. Man. Appreciate you, man. 336 Boston, thank you for coming in, man. Real talk. Appreciate that. Good luck to your team, but not good luck to your team. And everything like that. But till then, man, and we'll take you out with a double dose tonight, man. But until then, man, we'll see y'all tomorrow, man, on a recap. Let's go, Knicks. Turn this volume up. Turn this shit up. Let's get this W. Get out of Boston. Go back to the world most famous arena with a 2-game lead, ladies and gentlemen. If they do that, I'm going to be wilding tonight. I might go outside streaking, psych.
I will be. I will be. Let's
go. Yo, peace, everybody, man. We out, man. Peace.
Peace.
Real talk.
That nigga fully ball, moving objects, like engineering robotics. My flow probiotic, I got it. Hitting like Soto, so let's go. Run some bridges, OD Heartland Town. Just talking pounds, smart like dogs and hound. F around and find out about the prototype. You know the hype when I'm front row like Spike. His cloud of mic on the call from fall to the spring. Next doing they thing, making threes and taking selling. Bobblehead shaking like jelly. Got deli meat when it's eat. Boston like a club stuff from Grubhub. Rubber scrub with the cab, don't know what we have. Don't sleep, cause let's keep a deep bag. You expose your team. Tip knows your scheme. Nose blow steam like a bull with that rollers team. Leon Roller G, my fro green, that boy by the coldest team. Been more than 50 years of smear. That's 50 years in the rear we here. The applause on beer for fans away here. Man, Knicks trying to get that chip and banner this year. It's Knicks against everybody. It's us against the world. It's Knicks against everybody. It's us against the world. It's Knicks against everybody. It's us against the world. It's Knicks against everybody. It's us against the world. Yo, Devon, what's good? You know what it is, bro. About to go ahead and get with SP. We about to get this Knicks Real Talk pregame popping off. Get this shit popping, man. I'll holla at you one. Up in the black Silverado, stop and get some petrol to hit the metro on full throttle. Across the gospels, we in the Mecca bottleneck. On 32nd, where this bottle feature around flexing. Posted up like sticky note. You smell the icky in the air like hickory smoke. Carrot we well represented. We on that Nick shit. You can smell it, so please don't step in it. Cause the burner cooking with gas. The cat in the alley digging through your team trash. Getting that cash ready for DoorDash and make a splash. But they moving slow before the pregame show. No cash, so here's what's on tap. But sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Keep my doing the chat, interacting with your mandem. It's a brand in front of the camera, there's a picture. Cats and snapbacks, the fitted cat, so we Nick dripping. Nick feel, you know, we fit the description. It's the OG, Olin, Ananobi. Me and my man Brody, we been your fire TV, that's Cody. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip. It's Nick's Real Talk. You know how we get down. We in that Nick drip, dripping and Nick drip.